Alright, so it's took me around 9 years to get around to this stage of having to record videos because I started uploading the amount of damage that was being done in my property every time I left by the police. And I started uploading it on my Instagram account and logging every bit of damage. And then the mental health team turned up at my door making ludicrous accusations that I needed to go in a hospital. A man living on his own, had absolutely no problems, not caused anybody any problems. All I'm doing is logging the damage that is being done by the police in my house. Now, I went a bit mad on the last video and he explained a bit too much and I went on a bit too long. I'm going to get the screenshots all printed out and I'm going to explain a bit further how over the last 9 years I've found devices in my flat, basically little chips linked to old stagnant batteries that I've not used and been chucked in drawers for years that have had chips on them, and when I've snapped these chips off, my phone's reset and I've been able to get on the kind of sites that I've been looking to get on for years, like solicitors to fight for my land that's been taken. And basically I've just been made a scapegoat and I've been totally abused by the police. I've been put in prison several times on complete fabricated charges that have been proven in courts of law to be complete fabricated charges and fabricated evidence. And I've even had 3 attempts on my life to murder me. One by coaxing me to cut through a electricity main. I've had my gas pipes bent behind my cooker, trying to get me to blow the flat sky high. And this has all happened since I split up with a girl whose brother's an inspector in the police called Tariq Butt. He's now in Qatar training police officers. And basically I had a police officer from Blackburn Public Protection Unit come to my flat, give me a gypsy warning, and this started then. The neighbour at number 3, Church Walkers, played a massive part in it. He owns quite a bit of land and he's been desperate to get hold of this flat for years. I actually rented this flat out to a girl for 3 years who got friendly with the neighbour next door at number 3, who told them basically that they'd been trying to drive me out of this flat since the day they moved in. Now, I lived here for 6 or 7 years before they moved in next door. I've been here 25 years now. I bought this 25 years ago. So basically, they have been a part of this conspiracy for 15 years, and they give a girl called Gillian Disley, they actually admitted that they've been trying to drive me out of the property. Anyway, I'm going to get a bit more proof together. A lot of the proof has been taken out of the flat off the police, but the charges that I've been in prison for, they still stand. And, you know, you can't deny that they were complete fabricated charges. One was being accused of my dog biting a 6-year-old Asian girl. Well, the first solicitor who we sent the paperwork off said the picture of the extremely large white leg, because that is what I was charged off, a picture of a fucking leg, which isn't even submissible evidence. But the first solicitor I went to that sent that paperwork off to a dog specialist came back and said the fucking injury wasn't even from a dog. Yeah? Why was it an old scabbed injury? Why is it just a picture of a leg? No time, no date. And that charge was brought to my home by Officer Turner, WPC Turner, from Greenbank Police Station, Blackburn. And that picture of that extremely large white person's leg, meant to be a 6-year-old Asian girl's leg, was only brought to my flat after it was being discussed in the local mosque. So I went into the corner shop and the guy in the corner shop asked me, had my dog bit someone? I said no. He said, well, it was all being discussed in the local mosque. Now, this was done because my mother stood for the British National Party in Blackburn in the Mill Hill ward. So that stands to reason, doesn't it? Now, that's pretty ridiculous that the police are coming round after I'm being discussed in a local mosque. But I've got to the stage now where I'm having to log it on YouTube I need some help because the mental health team have started turning up at my home because they thought I had no family support. They've just been able to do whatever they want with me because I've had no one to turn to and I've had no one to help me. They have completely abused their position. They've abused their power. They have set me up and they have tried murdering me on several occasions, and that is the police at Lancashire Constabulary. Members of the police have tried to murder me, and I will go into it in depth in later videos.